Is
Good
this thing on?
morning.
Hello,
It's
world.
on.
There we go.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I just did the quick open because I'm just like, well,
Wow.
there's 5 of us, so I'm just like, well,
Somebody talk.
Good morning, everyone.
We might be a little inebriated.
Yes.
after putting
not,
up with that.
not because it's New Year.
We're just getting started early because,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, you guys on the panel. Good morning to the chat. How is everybody out there? Chris Persia, our wrench of wrenches, is here. Lord Thoth, Lady Mist, Guardian of the Void. Mark the Infinitely Tired. Oh my gosh, Psycho Dwarf 9. Hello, everybody. I know I'm going to miss a bunch of people. Darth Haster is here. Oh my gosh, this is Gun Bunny. This is the first time I'm running the chat.
Thank you for becoming a member, Darth Haster.
Oh, Darth Haster
New
became
member.
a member.
He
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Darth Haster. Yeah, see, don't let me run the skulls and everything today because I just cannot do it. I am not that awake and I am not that organized. So I apologize. Oh my God. How are you guys doing this morning?
It's doing all right. Yeah, not too bad. I mean,
I think
You know how we're doing.
I was doing much better after about 7:17 in the morning when that show ended and we just started chatting.
Yeah, I believe this coffee has really perked me up. Not the coffee part of it, but
yes.
Yeah, I think that's 6 parts whiskey, 1 part coffee, right? I think that's where we're at.
You just set the coffee pot down next to the mug. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Or along with the whiskey bottle.
You get the day off.
Hey, Pod Racing Palpatine. No, you're not late, my dear. We just got rolling.
Speaking of rolling, wasn't Chili great in this episode?
Canuck.
Yeah.
The leadership skills, my goodness, yes.
and you knew that guy on that planet, that they sent out into the ice was going to be back. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you knew it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
episode 2 of the season. Zera, what is his name?
Should
Yeah.
I
wrote it down.
Something like that. Yeah.
Zara.
Zara.
Z-A-R-E-H.
The episode with the carnivorous
Uh,
ice. Yeah.
For this episode, he's just Hans Gruber, though.
Yeah. And they managed to think they were A New Hope for the first opening scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bold of them.
Right?
Whole Star Destroyer and ship battle right at the beginning. Yeah. Right out of Star Wars.
It was
Scene
like
for
shot for
scene,
shot.
shot for shot.
Yeah,
Holy hell.
that was fracking incredible. I'm like, you guys got to be kidding me with this shit right now. I think I said that like 8 or 9 times through the whole episode. You've got to be fracking kidding me. And
Okay,
waiting
that
for Tilly
tab
to
is
eat everybody.
that tab may break your mailbox. I'm just saying. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
And that whole time, Book and Burnham were sitting in the transwarp corridor or whatever the hell that thing is.
I thought they couldn't travel fast and they got there like
right behind.
not a problem.
They literally got there in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So, like, why do you need... And the only problem, well, the book actually says, this is why couriers don't even use the courier network.
Yeah.
Why is it called the courier network? if
network.
Couriers don't
Courier
use it.
Yeah.
And it would appear, even though Michael was a courier for a year, she had no idea what was inside one of these networks.
Right.
No.
And it appears the only problem with the network is it's littered with trash.
Yeah.
So all you need is like a robot ship to go tractor all the trash out, and you'd be able to get around the galaxy in 90 seconds.
Oh my God.
That would take time, planning, intelligence, all things this show doesn't have.
And
Realistically.
some writers that could actually come up with a coherent storyline.
Yes.
And once again, that these things just happen to have a tunnel directly from where they want to go to where they need to be.
Yeah.
Because they're
How
not
warp
supposed to
drive
exist everywhere.
Yep.
They're
It's
supposed to be
Psychodwarf.
pre-planned.
Psychodwarf 9 just dropped a $5 super chat. Thank you, Psychodwarf 9. He says, half ounce of moonshine, drop of vanilla, honey, and milk and coffee. Good morning.
Yeah,
Stephen
just-
watched it too.
I'll take
Just-
5,
just-
thank you.
Upgrade that half ounce to a full ounce and then forget the rest of that stuff. Save you some time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so did anyone else just feel the writers were phoning it in especially hard this episode? The amount of stuff
right.
that they lifted from everything else.
Yeah.
Well, not
Honestly-
only that, but it's just emotions in hallways, emotions that don't make sense,
Oh, that
and character traits that weren't there an episode ago.
Yeah.
the deal with her and Book. I love you. Oh, I love you more.
The
it's
worst is Samus and that they character there.
Yeah,
Adira.
My whole family is in that. Fuck off.
yeah.
Stamets has
They
formally
know.
adopted Adira.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
he thinks that him, Colbert, and Adira are one big happy family.
Yep.
Yeah, like what have they known her for? Like 2 or 3 weeks now?
Yeah, something like that.
I assume he's the daddy. I don't know. Don't care to know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a good question, Josh. Why does the space station have tractor beams that could stop an unknown or unresponsive ship instead of just letting them inside? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Why does it have a gravity well? There's no planet in there.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the gravity coming from? At one point, they say Discovery's going to be caught in the gravity well.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no gravity from a space station.
Nope.
They must have gravity
Silly.
generators.
Yeah, to just make an artificial gravity well for the purpose of crushing ships.
I guess.
The writing was so awful
Oh,
Or
it was
that
bad.
it was funny.
Science?
It was funny at points. It was funny. I don't want to jump all over the place, but it was just, especially that last scene, that had me cracking up. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Oh my God. Yeah, Samantha Jo can't wait for Space Die Hard next week. No kidding. That's exactly what Bird of Prey said. He's like, wait for it. It's not a sci-fi movie, but what does this remind you of? And sure enough, Dave,
this-
Bob, and Canuck were like, it's freaking Die Hard.
Yeah, this episode was Die Hard. I don't know what next week will be. Next week will probably be like Lethal Weapon or
Rush Hour.
RoboCop or something.
It's a
But,
wonderful life. Who knows? Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Sentient Dildo with a $10 super chat. $10 HRK, whatever that is. I can't remember where you are. I think you're in Croatia.
Yes.
But good morning and hello. What the fuck am I doing here? I don't care about STD. Yeah, we don't either, but we're doing this so you don't have to.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sentient Dildo.
Thank you, Sentient Dildo. And Lord Toff, we are watching The Expanse.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's kind of keeping me sane through all this. Before it was The Mandalorian. Now it's gone for a while.
Oh, yeah.
We're hanging on to The Expanse.
Yep.
And as everybody knows, they're going to drag this last episode into 2021 just so they can fuck with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just cruel.
That was cruel.
So just gotta pull it over into the new year.
It's just like, why do we have to drag this Drek on? Please. Oh my God.
But at least we are nearly at the end, guys.
We are. Pop quiz. There's a bomb on the ship. Once the bomb on the ship goes 50 miles an hour, the bomb is armed. If it drops
Yeah.
below 50, it blows up. Good
That's
one,
it.
Chris.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Apparently, Osira has decided that if she can't beat them, she wants to join them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and was it me or did she just look terrible?
Oh,
Her makeup.
She always does.
And not only that, but she's got like this weird character change out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like for most of the show, we've always seen her as the ruthless, kill everything,
Kill
do
everything
as I
later.
say.
Yeah.
And then when she's talking to that damn scientist, she's vulnerable and she's unsure of herself. And what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Right. Oh my God.
Last time we saw her, she was promised the Federation will feel the full might of the
Yeah.
Emerald Chain.
Yeah.
And then she shows up and she's like, let's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Let's
she
chit
brings
chat.
over
Yeah.
and she's introducing reforms to end slavery. And she's going to stop interfering with the Prime Directive.
Yeah.
And all these nice things. She gives up so many things. Starfleet should have taken the deal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And it's
that
like,
was,
why?
that scene where they're kind of discussing terms went on forever. It just kept
Oh,
going and going and going. I was like, good lord, a good third of that episode was just them.
I'd say, yeah.
yeah.
I'd say half the episode is politics.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mind that because I'm okay with it, but it's a lot like episode 1. You just want to, of Star Wars, it's just politics.
Yeah. Curveball emotional roller coaster, anyone? Thank you, Dark Master. Yeah, this episode was just all over the place. I mean, I just can't.
Well, they
Starring Michael Burnham as John McClane.
somebody stuck her.
Oh, I know,
Yeah,
I know.
she got
Next
stuck,
time Michael Burnham's gonna come over the intercom and go, I have a certain amount of skills. And when I find you.
I was waiting for Michael Burnham to just write a note on somebody, say, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Now I've got a phaser. I mean, it wasn't just that it was one scene. I mean, she loses her shoes. She gets stabbed and still manages to walk away and kill a guy with her legs.
Yeah.
She gets stabbed in the leg,
injured
strangling
leg.
a man.
Yeah.
Really injured leg, dripping blood everywhere. Has to cauterize her leg with a phaser because I guess they don't have an extra, dermal regenerator, but they have extra phasers.
Extra phasers. She can just,
she
just shoot herself in the leg.
She steals a comm badge from one of the dead guys so she can hear what's going on between the bad guys. Yep. She sends a message off that she doesn't know if anybody's going to receive to her mother. How does she send that message? Because Discovery's computers were locked out. And Book's ship was messed up in the shuttle bay. Because, at the beginning, her and Book have to literally just penetrate Discovery with his ship from behind.
Right up.
Yeah.
And it just rams into the ass of Discovery and sets off the fire alarms, which, by the way, sensors don't work at fire alarms.
Yeah.
Because the one thing you don't need to do in a fire is know how many people are in a fire.
Yeah.
They can't, once the fire alarms go off, the ship sensors can't detect how many people are there.
How many people, yeah.
Right.
But at least now we know, and now we know why they leave the back door open, because they like random penetrations by other ships. So
exactly.
Now we know it's been answered. Now
close the door.
That door is always open.
Always open.
We'll leave the door open for you. Hotel Discovery.
And what does he do? He crashes his ship into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and takes out presumably all of the shuttles parked inside again. Didn't he do that a couple of episodes ago?
I think so. Yeah.
Make sure his cat was okay though.
Yes, the cat is safe.
Yeah, you got to make sure the cat
For
is always
anybody
safe.
worried, the cat is safe.
Yeah.
They made such a big deal of that cat, and it's barely been seen throughout the entire season.
Well, he keeps
Yeah.
calling the cat a queen, so I'm 100% certain that cat is going to morph or something at the end
Yeah.
into
Oh,
like
no.
a person
Oh,
or
God.
whatever.
It's a metamorph or
Yeah.
a shapeshifter, rather.
Just changeling, shapeshift, something.
Changeling, yeah.
Oh, so now you're saying they're going to rip off Captain Marvel?
Basically.
Oh my God. Cardinal Sin with a $2 super chat. STD disgrace. RIP Star Trek. Long live Star Trek. I know. The real stuff, right? Because this is not real Star Trek. It's every other movie on the planet except Star Trek.
And that Admiral uniform bothers me. I've always
really?
hated it. Yeah, I hate it. I hate the Admiral uniform.
I don't mind
Admiral
it.
Vance, Advanced
Yeah.
Refrigeration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate all the uniforms on Discovery. They're just ugly.
Well, the Discovery themselves uniforms are just they're not pretty. And they don't do anything for anybody. I mean, poor Tilly. She just looks absolutely horrible in that uniform. I'm just like, oh my God.
Well, she looks better in the Discovery uniform than she does in the alternate universe.
Oh, the
That's
cat
true.
Killing is even worse.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kelly was a little bright.
Yeah, that's not a flattering cut.
Ugh. It was not pretty. But I don't mind. I honestly don't mind the Admiral's uniform. It doesn't bother me. I don't know what bothers you about it, Canuck.
It just doesn't look right.
Okay.
The pips on it just look stupid. I don't like the shoulders. I don't like any of it.
He just doesn't like it. Okay.
No. It looks like they took a dress jacket and then just threw pips on it. That's what it looks like.
Okay. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, for sure. I can't wait. I can't wait when Mikey Spock takes the phaser that gift wrapped behind her back and shoots the green girl and falls off the ship. Okay, Josh. Tilly got rolled away. Tilly gonna get rolled away by the Oompa Loompas.
She is the Oompa Loompas.
She hates Oompa Loompas.
Essential Dildo wants to know, is Mikey Spock still Space Jesus? Yeah.
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 That
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
changed.
Book actually said, I'm gonna, give you a chance to save us all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Save us, Michael.
Surprised they didn't say you're our only hope.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I was actually waiting for it. I was
Yeah.
actually waiting for it. I mean, as much as this was like Star Wars, I'm like, oh, save us, Michael Burnham. You're our only hope. Oh my God.
Well, still got an episode to go. So.
Oh God, I know. I'm just like, no.
Somebody save me.
So Osira, who before this seemed to be a pretty competent person, even if she was
Yeah.
evil, she seemed pretty smart. But for some
Yeah.
reason, decides to tell her people in front of the Discovery Bridge crew that no matter what, you're not to harm the Discovery Bridge crew.
Yeah.
But you are
Yeah.
supposed to hold them there under gunpoint. And then she leaves the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you know that you're not allowed to be harmed, where's the fear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's stopping you from just breaking out? Like, they can't shoot me.
Yeah.
They can't even, kick me.
Nope, they can't do anything.
So that was the dumbest thing she could have done. And she kept doing it. Every new person, every new threat, she's like, bring them to me alive. I want them alive.
Live.
Don't hurt
Yeah.
them. Well, that doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
That doesn't work. You can't have it both ways.
No.
No, you can't have a supposedly ruthless character and then have them completely do a 180 and say,
You could give that order in private so the people don't know that they're
Yeah.
not allowed to shoot you.
Yeah.
But you can't say it in front of them. It completely undermines your entire authority.
Oh my God. It's unbelievable. It's let's see. Cardinal Sin says it's not even possible to cleverly editing all STD we have so far to make one decent episode of Star Trek. Maybe Ivan Ortega could do it. I'd pay money to see that.
I don't think he could do anything with it.
I don't think he could do anything with it either, to be honest. It's just such a nightmare. And what kills me is that they've got Jonathan Frakes on as the director of this episode, and I keep hoping that he does something with it that's worth a shit, because I know he's so good at directing with the Star Trek crews. But this is just an absolute travesty.
No,
He
see what you
directed
do.
so many STD and Picard episodes.
Yeah.
I've given up on him.
But see what
It's not his fault. It's the
you can
writing.
make Discovery
Yeah.
good. Simple. Opening credits. Then you cut to the scene where Michael Burnham gets stabbed through the gut. Closing credits. Done.
Oh, so a couple of weeks ago when she got killed in the alternative universe. Yeah.
There you go.
Get rid of
Problem
everything
solved.
else except for the stabbing part.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Actually, I did kind of like at the end where Stamets was yelling at her.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we came here for you. How can you do this to us? We came here because we didn't want to leave you alone.
Yeah.
She's like, I know they're all going to die. I don't care.
Yes.
He's like, don't you know they're going to die? Painful deaths. She's like, I know.
Sucks to be
It's
them.
like, we came here for you, Michael.
Oh my God.
This is the only
The whole
way
time I'm thinking, she's just thinking, yes, Saru dies,
Yeah,
then I'll become captain.
that's what I was about to say. The whole time she's saying, Saru's going to be dead, and I get
Finally.
Mark's the infinitely tired. How do you fix STD? Kill it, burn the corpse, soak the remains in sulfuric acid, grind it up, and launch it into the sun. Probably. Well, you thought that out, Mark.
Send it back.
Yeah, the sun would just be like, nope, click. We don't even want this garbage.
it was so bad.
It
You know,
was.
The admiral, whatever, he's negotiating with Osira, and I mean, he's praising the Emerald Chain. You know, oh, I love you. Your people are good. You know, and you're sitting there thinking, they have slavery. You know, they just randomly kill people on planets and steal their stuff, but their people are good.
Oh yeah. Well, and to Bird's point earlier, so she goes out publicly as she's leaving the ship. And anybody that she comes across, she tells, do not kill, do not kill, do not kill, do not hurt, or you deal with me. Then she gets over to the Federation, and the first words out of the Admiral's mouth is, no Federation staff will instigate any problems. However, if they step out of line, blast them out an airlock. Right?
Kind of sending mixed messages there.
Right? Good grief.
Oh my gosh.
Feed
but
Mikey to the mushrooms.
Speaking of blasting out of an airlock,
Oh God.
don't quite think that's how it works.
No, no, that's not how an airlock works, folks. Because Mikey Spock would have died too. I'm
So
sorry.
she activates the fire suppression unit. The ship decides, well, there's life signs there, but fuck it, I'm going to space the whole damn
Exactly.
the whole damn thing. So the computer spaces that particular Jeffries tube, which therefore sucks out all the oxygen. And Michael Burnham's perfectly able to breathe fine, shows no sign of, gasping for air or anything of this sort. No, she breathes just fine. There's no oxygen, but she breathes just fine. And, long enough to space her enemy. But, she's fine. Because that's how that works.
Yeah.
And that went on for several seconds because she was struggling with her and she's holding onto her legs, and eventually Michael kicks her off and loses both her boots.
Yeah. In the meantime, they introduce a new super scientist that's smarter than the average bear.
Bear, yeah. Who looked awfully familiar. It's like, he's been a character actor on Star Trek for a long time. At least on Star Trek Discovery. Isn't that what you found, Purple?
Yeah, that's right. He's been in several episodes, I think, starting back from season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Mitchell was the guy's name who
Kenneth Mitchell,
played
thank you. Yeah.
Aurelio. Yeah, so yeah, he's like a recurring character actor that they've brought back again.
Once more, he needed a job, so we put him in a wheelchair, which bothered me because with all the science and everything, they couldn't have fixed that. I think even Bird of Prey brought this up. They couldn't have fixed that in the womb.
No.
So it's like, why do we even have this? That's so odd. And then
Well,
starts talking about.
Well, if the burn hadn't have happened, then maybe he would have been, but these things aren't cheap, He's lucky to be alive. Fuck.
That's pretty much what he said. I was 10 years old and I didn't have any chance to live much longer, but my parents talked to Osira.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she, spared me and whatnot, And I became a scientist and I have a family now.
Oh, yes.
And Chris Purgis says Bird of Prey is on to something. It's perfectly fine for Michael to go off and rescue Book, but allowing Stamets to teleport Discovery away from Osira's control and rescue the captain is no good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thinker, guys.
It's not the Stamets show. It's the Michael Burnham show.
I mean, wasn't that Vulcan fucking knockout pinch just awesome?
Oh my god! Oh, that was the worst.
She put her hand on his shoulder. That's all she did.
I don't remember seeing that since the first episode. Has she not used it this entire time?
Yes, not.
No, I've never. She used it once before, Bird.
She used it in the very first episode.
Yeah. Oh my god!
She had to. She used it on Captain Georgiou.
Yeah.
And then she was about to start the war, but she wasn't very good at it. And Georgiou woke right up and came out and said, "No, we got Michael Burnham's under arrest."
Yeah.
And that's how she got arrested for mutiny.
Yeah.
Well, apparently she's been practicing because all she had to do is stick her hand on the guy's shoulder and
and all of a sudden,
Stamets woke
boom,
up
he's
pretty
down.
quick too, so he could argue with her about getting in the bubble.
And how we came to the future for you, Michael, so you wouldn't.
Oh
be
my
alone.
god! All the feelings in hallways again. Jesus Christ!
Poor Stamets is crying already over Dr. Culber being in the nebula, and then Michael has to tell him that Adira is there too.
Yeah,
and says, "No, my whole family." Because Stamets has convinced himself that they're a family and Adira is his child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he says in this episode, "I have one too."
Yeah. She actually told that scientist that he had a child.
He believes it. If he was lying, that's one thing. But I think he honestly believes Adira to be his child now.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's a parent.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was a really odd scene between Stamets and the scientist. It's like he was trying to kind of get a connection with him, but he did it in the weirdest possible way.
Yeah.
Did she use the Vulcan pinch on Trill?
Yeah, that's what
possible.
That's what Chris is asking. Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, it's very possible, Chris. I've kind of pushed many of these episodes out of my memory.
Pinch I've ever seen in my life.
Lord, I mean, she doesn't even get anywhere near the neck or anything.
No,
it's right in the middle of the shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's the Burnham technique. It's much, much better than the actual Vulcan neck pinch.
She's so much better at it. She doesn't have to work. She just reaches up there and just taps you on the shoulder, and you go down.
Yeah. Script says faint, damn you.
So while Michael was on the run, stabbed and bleeding, she somehow gets a message out to her mother.
Yeah.
Even though she, there's not supposed to be any long-range communication.
Yeah.
B, the Discovery's computers have been hacked, so nobody has access to them. and C book ship has been destroyed for all practical purposes. So there's no way to send the transmission unless it's the badge itself sending the transmission all the way to Navarre, aka Vulcan, which is quite the distance from Federation headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
And of course she says Mayday, Mayday.
Yeah,
she
like
tells,
that
well,
makes
Mom,
sense.
yeah, I'm probably gonna die, and I'll see you in the next life.
Yeah.
Like does not mean like. So we all know next week at the darkest point, the entire Kawat Malo is going to show up with Michael's mother to save the day.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I got a dog barking in my background. My bad.
And how will they get there so quickly? Probably the courier network, I guess. I mean, or they just won't answer the question
because the script says so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll just pop in and just kind of be like, "What?"
In Project Achieva, they also said the Federation bubble blocks signals, didn't they?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. It was a cloaking thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way it should have ever gotten through.
No, but again, it's just bad writing, isn't it? It'll get through when it's convenient to further the story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they've done that all the way through this. They can't travel from planet to planet. Bullshit. They do it every episode. They can't do long range communication. Bullshit. They do it every episode.
Yeah.
Everything they say they can't do, they do within 5 minutes after saying they can't do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it like that courier network seems to, pop up with the exit point right where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. And now they've also found a huge stash of dilithium, which will solve their problems, which apparently didn't blow up.
Well, it's the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The lithium planet.
Yeah, the whole planet's, just dilithium.
Colin says, Sam Joe, question, how does quadruple X work? The plot needs to happen.
The mighty Burnham must wish it into being.
And all this time, Tilly and the bridge crew, which is the only ones that they kept on the ship, they let everybody else loose. They're in there plotting with tapping their fingers in Morse code.
Morse code, yeah.
Yeah. And the guards are, not who are not supposed to hurt them in any way, are stamping on them and, snapping on their fingers and saying, "Stop, no talking, no talking." And pretty much they have a breakout. They take the guards out, and then the Asian guy actually talks for the first time, I think, ever.
Yeah, so he's going to die soon.
So he's the next red shirt, right?
Yes. I think Tilly even named all of them, and I completely forgot their names as soon as she said them.
Me too. Wasn't one like Olo or Odo or something like that? I know Odo's from Deep Space Nine.
Is the
Olo, that's it.
The navigator. And
Detmer.
her real name is a lot longer, but they call her OO for sure.
Okay. I mean, I didn't know who half of these people are. And mysteriously, the blonde chick is missing.
Again,
the blonde chick that they've had on the bridge and we still don't know who the hell she is. She's suddenly missing.
Yeah.
I guess Jet Reno got put off the ship with the plebes.
Yeah,
I guess so.
She doesn't count as bridge crew. Or Linus, he doesn't count as bridge crew.
I would say I haven't seen Linus in a couple episodes.
But Book, for some reason, he got the VIP treatment, even though he was just a stowaway on this ship. For some reason, they took him up to the VIP bridge area instead of the, we don't care about them area.
Linus probably teleported himself into space and nobody cared.
Yeah, along with the Andorian. Without
Rin was up there too.
Yeah, he got vaporized though.
We got a $5 super chat from Psychodorf9. He says, I got it. Burnham is in a coma and we're seeing her drug dreams.
Yeah.
And DJ Ronnie G with a $5 super chat. Thanks for watching STD so I don't have to. You're very welcome, DJ Ronnie G.
Thank you.
We do our best for you.
Yeah, while Tilly and her bridge crew, get out that book and what's the Andorian's name? I can't remember. Rin. They stayed behind, to I guess as a diversion. I really don't know why they stayed behind. It didn't make a whole.
Yeah, they stayed behind to shoot at whoever comes in.
Yeah.
Because the people coming in had orders not to hurt anybody. So you would think they would have had a pretty defensible position.
Yeah.
But in the very next scene, they're captured.
Yeah.
We don't know how.
And even Booker says to Rin,
we need reinforcements, and then the next scene, they're being brought up to what's his face with the ice burned hand.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this guy. It's like, really? Seriously? Let's see. Hold on. My dog is barking.
Thank you, Captain Spire. Captain Spire says Major Grin has short video showing STD contradicts itself. Episode 1 after another, or how this never happened except 20 times in other Star Trek shows.
Yeah, thank you, Purple, for reading that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Captain Spire, for the $5 super chat. We really appreciate it. Oh my God.
It doesn't happen until it does.
It does until it does, exactly.
Or we need it to.
I love the Booker said to Rin, you can go if you like. So, where's he going to go? You've barricaded yourself in a room.
Yeah, the ship's locked down, all the airlocks.
Well, there was a
exporters.
Yeah, there's a window he could have jumped out behind him. Just throw a chair first.
But he kind of wish he had that.
Right. Oh my God. No, the Vulcan nerve pinch for me was the one that took the cake in the entire episode. I just couldn't get past it. Once that happened, I was just like, oh, forget it. I'm so done.
My favorite is where that damn stupid AI is now.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Right.
Thank you
So
for
let's
reminding
set that
me.
up.
Oh God, yes,
So
set that up, Bert.
In the very beginning of the episode, Osira, I guess, tells her second in command to reformat the ship, put on her operating system. And so she's like, okay, how far have you gotten? And she's like, we've gotten almost the entire ship converted to your operating system.
Right.
She's like, what do you mean almost? She's like, there's one file we can't seem to delete. It seems to be Old Earth Entertainment, and it's the movie they were showing in the shuttle bay.
Yeah, it was Buster
And
Keaton,
she's
I
like,
think, right?
well, how much room does this take up? And the woman's like, practically nothing.
Nothing.
So she's like, okay. So then they didn't worry about it. So immediately I'm thinking, well, where's the 100,000 years of sphere data?
Yeah.
That was taking up the entire memory core of Discovery. And now it's all gone?
It's just completely gone.
No.
So they could just reformat the computer, then what was the big deal?
No,
Well,
they figured out how to, to compact the file,
So we don't
Turn it
hear
to an
about
R
the
file,
sphere
rare
data for the rest of the episode until the very end, where Tilly and company have broken out. They've taken a weapons locker and they're arming up, and they're about to go storm the bridge when you hear noises and you're like, uh-oh, something's coming.
Something's happening.
And then all of a sudden, one of the little droids peeks its head out.
Yeah.
And then two more droids come over, and then the droids start playing the movie.
Something like R2D2.
You're the sphere data,
Yeah, it's
aren't
like
you?
R2, yeah.
Yeah. You're the sphere data, aren't you? And
Yeah,
then the
that
droid literally salutes Tilly.
Yeah.
Droid salutes Tilly.
I
and
am
says,
at your
We're
service.
at your
Captain.
service, Captain. Are you ready to retake the ship? So all the little droids now are going to be computer controlled by Zora or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're under Captain Tilly's command. So the
God help
droids
them.
are going to retake the ship or help retake the ship.
And I love
Oh God, guys.
we have to take the bridge, and if anyone falls, leave them.
Yeah.
How
Crack
does
'em.
100,000 years of sphere data, which barely fit in the Discovery computer, now just fit in 3 robots?
Yeah.
Bird of Prey 5, they just zip drived it. Don't worry about it.
There's nothing. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Colin P. Smith calls them Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God, I completely
well, it's
spaced out on that bird.
It's Huey, Dewey, and R2 ripoff.
Well, you said from the very beginning, Canuck, that it was all Star Wars. Hey, Jedi Bill.
The salute got me laughing. I just started laughing when this thing started saluting to at your service, Captain.
It was almost like on Aliens when the little girl was saluting, Ripley.
Like, this is just a different universe. This isn't real anymore.
Nah.
No.
Not that it ever was, but not only did we leave the Star Trek universe, we left any semblance of reality,
Yeah.
logic. We're past the Twilight Zone.
Red Dwarf references.
We're
Oh
into
my
the
God, you
idiot
guys.
zone.
We're into the full-on idiot zone, yeah. What was okay, Bird, help me out a little bit with this, because I didn't understand the purpose of putting Stamets in that force field. 'Cause I
Okay,
had
it was an
completely checked out.
emergency. It was something so he could survive in space
Space. Okay,
while
that's what I
while they
thought.
tractor beam him in.
Yeah.
It was basically an impenetrable force field, so that Michael could.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, Michael blew up the spore drive with a phaser on overload.
Overload. Yeah.
Created a hull breach, and Stamets got sucked out into space, but he was in this force field that looked like a transparent
the force
egg.
bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, and then as soon as he got free of the ship, Starfleet just tractored him in.
Yeah.
So, thanks to Burnham, the Discovery now looks like Swiss cheese because she's blown holes in the whole bloody
Whole
ship.
ship.
So I don't see how Discovery is going to be able to jump next week to go and save Saru, but somehow they'll find a
you
way.
remember,
Yeah.
Bird, they redid the entire spore drive in what, 2 hours?
Yeah, but that was Adira, and she's not there. She's
She's on
true.
She's
that
on
Well,
the
they've got
place.
that special scientist now,
Oh,
who's
that's
even
true.
more of a
Rubio.
scientist,
That's right. And now-
than Adira, remember?
That's
he's
right,
the
and he's gonna,
Best scientist in the galaxy, don't you know?
and he saw that Osira is not the great person
and then he's
she
going to
thought- he
turn on
thought she
her
was.
and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah. So they've got their scientists. They don't need Adira now.
Nope.
They've got the brainy of brainy brain. So they're good.
He's the best scientist in 3 sectors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think sectors were all that big.
No, that's
No.
I think that's the thing. Like, you're the best scientist in 3 counties.
You're the best.
Well,
No, Bird.
what's-
Bird, that's like saying you're the best scientist at the UN, and that's not saying much.
You're not even
Sports
the best
Guru is on the
scientist of the state. You're just the best scientist
Ever.
in this county.
You won a
Well,
science fair back in 1745. You're good.
yeah.
Robert Verlinden, who can science better than other scientists.
But he was
Oh, and
very
him and
impressed.
Stamets shared a love of Andorian opera. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
you know, Andorians make the best singers because of their antenna.
Yeah.
That was feelings though in engineering instead of hallways.
I think his wife is actually Andorian.
I don't think it's a wife.
Well,
His other half
His
partner.
partner. His
Yeah, because we
partner.
can't have anybody have a traditional marriage. So God forbid.
Yes. Stamets even picks up on the earrings that he's wearing, doesn't he?
Mhm.
Oh, those are the signify you had a child.
yeah. And he had a bunch of them.
Yeah, so what do you have, like 4 or 5 back there or something like that?
Behind his-
Yeah.
But Bird pointed out, it's like he said it hurt like hell, but was he talking about giving birth to the children, or was he talking about the earrings themselves? It's like, what?
I think he said, I never thought I'd have children.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
I know
that's
that
true.
could mean anything. As a guy, I say I don't have any children, meaning I didn't father any children.
Yeah,
So he could have meant it either way. But from the vibe I was getting, I honestly believed he gave birth to the children,
yeah,
and that those things are only given usually would be on a woman,
yeah,
those earrings, but they're on him because he's the one who actually
yeah.
birthed the children.
Birth the
And that's why he
children.
said
Yeah,
that it was painful
yeah.
as
I
hell.
Yeah.
completely missed that point. I
Yeah,
completely
it did.
missed
He
it.
said it hurt like hell. Yeah.
Her. So, I don't know. It's possible. It could go either
Yeah.
way.
So we covered everything, guys?
Well, during the negotiations, they broke
Oh,
down
the negotiations, that's right.
pretty much, his ultimatum to us
Oh yes.
was, look, you got to stand trial for all of your crimes. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a deal breaker.
Yeah.
so
You
they're
gotta stand trial so I can get you out of the way so I can be supreme leader of both.
Yep.
Right?
And they had that weird little lie detector
Oh yeah.
standing around
I have
again.
a hologram named Eli.
Eli.
You get it?
Yeah.
Eli, because he's a lie
And-
detecting hologram.
And they planted a hint that this Eli is basically going to later on become somebody important to the admiral that has died.
Yeah.
My guess,
Oh,
because she asks him, "Is this is he fashioned after anything?" And he goes, "No." Completely. And there's something else behind that. So now there's a news story plot, if you want to call it that, thrown in right at the fucking end of the season because reasons.
We
my
can't
God.
forget the scene with the replicated apple.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
My God.
God, that was cringe.
Oh, that was so cringe. Oh,
So
apparently
Osira is
their food
eating.
Purely for shock value.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they threw it in there.
I never
so
thought I'd
apparently-
see this in Star Trek, not even
Yeah.
Kurtzman Trek.
Well,
All surprise.
it just shows you that Star Trek Discovery, they eat Star Trek Discovery. So
Yeah.
this works.
So Osira eats a replicated apple that's on a
Ugh.
fruit tray in the ready room because they were, discussing diplomatic stuff. So they're, they put out a fruit tray.
yeah. Put out the
And
fruit and cheese.
Yeah. She's like, it's not as good as a real apple. And Admiral Vance says he never had a real apple. And Osira's like, oh, you really should. She's like, all this fake stuff, you guys, you lose your humanity or whatever. And then Admiral Vance says, it's shit.
I know, just
He's like,
plainly. It's shit. It's our shit.
Yeah, he's like, it's made from our shit. We break it down to the base level, but all our replicators run on our shit.
Oh my
It doesn't
God.
taste bad for shit.
I did like that she just
oh
kind
my
of spat it
God.
out.
Yeah, she was just kind of like, ugh.
Yeah,
It doesn't taste bad for
it's just
shit.
like,
Yeah.
this is Star Trek, it's not bad for shit.
All our replicators, not even food replicators, just all our replicators run off shit.
Uh-huh.
Our shit.
Wow.
That was the writer's room declaring something, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit of self-awareness there, I think.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, somebody can re-edit that. Star Trek Discovery. It's shit.
It's not bad for shit.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be re-edited.
But again, they've thrown in a very casual swear word.
Oh, yeah.
STD Sucks needs to have that, to put up.
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh God, that was awful.
I had almost forgot about that. Tried to put it out of my head.
I had forgotten about it. It's just like the whole episode, I was just like, what is happening? Half the episode I forgot about. You know, like I said, the Vulcan nerve pinch kind of did me in. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So, you know.
And
Kind of went in waves.
the thing on the ending credits, I'm not.
Oh,
It, you know, she rips Kirk off.
Yep.
big time. I mean, you know, it's pretty much, you know, she's told, you know, there's no way you can, you know, do anything. There's no win. This is a no-win situation. And what does Burnham say? I don't believe.
I don't believe in a no-win situation.
That was a way to end the episode.
Yeah, completely.
Starting
It was
next week, you know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be Burnham to the rescue.
Yep. Yep. She'll save everybody on that planet and figure out what happened with the burn all at once. It's going to be perfect.
I hope the planet blows up and takes everyone out with it.
So we don't get a season 4.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling we're ending up with season 4. So guys, we've got to wrap up. So overall, what do you guys give as ratings? Canuck?
It's not bad for shit.
That's some good shit.
That's good shit.
I don't know what to give it. I mean,
Okay.
it's absolute trash. So, yeah.
Dave Bob?
I'll give it a 2 just for the hell of it.
Just for fun and profit?
Yeah, I can meet because I'm scared next week's going to be like a train wreck. So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
it's
go
gonna
with
be.
Dave Bob.
You know it's going to be. Bird?
3 out of 10 because it was a little better than last week to me.
Okay.
I laughed a bit.
Yeah, you did get a couple of giggles out of it. That's
Yeah.
true. I did too. Purple?
I give it a 2, even with all the kind of things that they lifted from other more popular films and TV.
Right.
The episode seemed to go quite quickly, even though a great big chunk of it was just them hammering out terms and conditions.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, that was at least interesting to me. It gave it a little bit more substance. Anything that was going on Discovery, I was just like, I'm forgetting about this. Beyond the Vulcan nerve pinch, like I said, no, it's just ridiculous. So I'm giving it a 1. So, because I know next week it's just going to be awful.
Next week, it's bring your booze, your doctor, and the medical ward because you're going to
Yep.
need all
We're
3.
going to need all 3. Yeah.
if
And your
you have-
medication.
If you have any pills stashed out from any old operations, bring them too.
Yep.
I need some
Anything.
of that medicine that Ragnar has.
Where's my
Yeah,
time? All
special
3.
Ragnar All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me this morning and carrying on with Loki's Mornings of Mischief. I really appreciate it. So next
Thank
week
you.
we'll do the last episode. We're gonna have to make Loki watch both of these back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as punishment. And Bird, what do you have going on these days?
Well, I put out my official review of this episode a little
Okay.
earlier this morning. Later tonight, if I'm awake, we'll probably do a stream on my Bird Prey 5X channel.
Okay.
And then what's today? Thursday. So tomorrow, back on my main channel, will be in my usual bed live stream,
Live.
and we just
Okay,
talk
cool.
about whatever.
Awesome. Rambling Canuck, what do you got going on?
Well, we've got karaoke possibly tonight. I'm not sure, but
Okay.
Saturday will be the big one, and then of course, History with R&R just last Tuesday dropped the Valkyries taking over. So if you haven't watched the Queens yet, I suggest you take a look. Bird of
I
Prey
had a lot
5
of
in that
fun.
one too.
I was going to say, isn't Bird in that too?
Yep.
Might have had a small part.
Yeah, you had a teeny tiny.
Deej
part.
got the unfortunate position of executioner. So
Yes,
Bird got
that's
that
right.
wrong on his comment. It wasn't Jeff that sent him. That was the. He was just there. It was Deej that was the executioner.
No, I meant that Jeff needs to be executed more.
No.
I think that's what I might have mistyped it. But that was the gist, is that Jeff needs to be executed more.
Oh my god.
No, he gets near death, not total death.
Near
Well,
death
yeah.
experiences. Yeah. Poor Jeff. And tomorrow morning, Purple and I are taking over Loki's Mornings of Mischief again, since he is on vacations. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll talk about something for the new year.
Oh,
So-
yeah, we will.
Till then, everybody have a happy new year.
Yes.
And
Happy New
here's
Year,
to
everyone.
2021.
We're nearly there.
We're nearly there.
May the hangovers be mild.
Maybe, yeah. Here's
not.
hoping. Or not. And I'll leave you
Or
guys
not.
with some Kratos. So, guys, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Blah.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.